Last we left off, you all continued to argue, torn over the decision that Panton had made, and eventually settled on taking the materials to perform a cleansing and resealing ritual to bind the dark power once more. As the Lich grew tired of your inability to come to compromise, he hurried you out of his study and wished you good fortune. During your attempt to leave the Amber Temple, you were ambushed by flame skulls that were obscured by the multi-level nature that is the Amber Temple, and compelled by the Arcanoloth Nephiron to enter his home inside the dark statue of the God of Secrets. It is there that you found another artifact that would aid you in fighting Strahd, the Sun Sword. We resume this session with you all sitting down in the tight living quarters of Nephiron's, basically the statue head, surrounded by books and pillows and cushions, and he had just offered you all some tea. What do you do?
I think after that surprise, it's smart to have some tea and take a rest.
Yes, please. You can stay here as long as you need to regain your composure before you leave.
What's the best way to get out of here?
Unfortunately, I would say trying to remain stealthy and keep as tight to the walls as you can. Go up the stairs and past the balcony and out the main entrance.
Oh, so we have to go past the sky. We can't go back the way we came?
We need to go back. There's something we need from underneath the study.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, well, I don't know. I suppose you could... the doors just outside of here, they do lead past all the sorted piles of treasure. I wouldn't touch them if I were you. If you do, it tends to upset the amber golem that's at the end of the hall. You might be able to sneak through that corridor or the chasm that's cracked into the walls and get back there.
That's an exit?
No, it's if you needed to get back the way you came, that is one way to do it.
Oh.
But
So you want us to go out and go around? I'm certain he'll let us back in.
I'm thinking you're talking about this door over here then, right?
I am, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
That is, this door over here is the one that would lead you into the piles of treasure and allow you to, like, squeeze through the cracks in the wall to get back to, I'm guessing you're talking about the Skull of Argynvost.
Yes.
However, yeah, alright, but we can take the skull up the stairs then, and then back down the stairs? Because obviously we're not going to be able to fit the skull through the cracks, correct?
True.
Pure physics thing, like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can do that. We're just gonna hang out here for a second and, well, just sip a little tea and...
I'm so sorry to ask more of you after you've been so everyone's been so helpful. But you wouldn't happen to have like 10 gold's worth of incense on around that I could trade for?
Oh, I'm sure I have something somewhere. I don't normally burn the incense, but do keep them around for the occasional spell or two, so give me a moment to rummage through some of my things. And you see him kind of stand up and squeeze by and kind of slink off to a corner and pull up a leather satchel of sort and start sifting through some of the pockets. I know it's got to be around here somewhere, and oh, here it is, and comes back and I've got plenty, but you can have this.
Thank you so much. And then I'll give him 10 gold.
Oh, money is of no real object to me. I don't need it.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
What is it that you intended to do here? Why did you come to the Amber Temple to begin with?
We all
Um,
just stare at each other.
we came here for answers, actually. First off, Madame Eva gave us some cards, a tarot reading that led us kind of in this direction, but I know that Panton and Temperance were really eager to come this way as well.
I'm afraid I don't know this Madame Ava that you speak of, but I wouldn't trust too much on Seer's Folly as far as tarot or taroka or whatever the traditional readings are. They're nothing but charlatans selling you whatever it is that they think you want to hear.
Well, I mean, to be
They've
fair,
helped us so far.
they led us to that, and I'm going to point towards Honora's sword.
Well, it's a hilt. Doesn't look like a
For the
sword
help,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this. We also got. They seem to be clues for piecing together the mystery that is this place.
We're also looking for a way to, well, beat Strahd and get out of here.
I see.
Seems we got what we came for and perhaps more than we bargained for. So we'll be leaving soon.
I'm not trying to sow any seeds of doubt, but if the knowledge was already there, why... How did she glean that that sword was here by just a card? How do you know that she just didn't interpret whatever she wanted to with whatever card flipped up?
We don't.
Interesting.
The outcome's the same, regardless of how she got there. So it doesn't really matter.
Be careful. You never know if whoever this was that made you take this reading, that maybe you're pawns in their game, and you're falling right into their trap by going on a witch hunt, going into dangerous places for them, gathering the things that they need.
Well,
It's a risk that we'll have to take.
And for right now, if that is true, then the enemy of my enemy is still my friend. As far as I'm concerned, Strahd is still the enemy here.
We've seen the atrocious way these people are trapped. It's heartbreaking, and to do nothing, to let them just watch people waste away ourselves staying in here. It's not. I just can't let it slide.
Very kind of you to offer such insight and become invested in our plight.
Oh, well, I don't get really any visitors that come here. There was a portly gentleman that came through here not too long ago. He had to be dealt with. You see, people that come through here tend to only really want one thing, seeking knowledge of these dark powers that reside here, that I helped long ago entrap, encase in these tombs of amber. It's a dangerous game.
When you say dealt with him, do you mean kill him?
Ah, yes. Indeed, he met his demise.
That's
Where
unfortunate.
is his body?
Well,
I'm sorry. He arrived with us. He was an odd duck, but
If
you know, we
he
feel
is
partly
who we think he
responsibility.
is.
Yeah.
Well,
Was he wearing like vestments?
yes. I believe the common folk here refer to this deity as the Morning Lord, but other worlds called the deity that he worshipped Lathander. You see, some of my companions, when we were going about this incredible task of encasing these dark powers, they succumbed to the corruption, you see, and some of their extremely deformed bodies still roam this temple. Unfortunately, I wasn't going to stick around, and I fear that they might have his body. He was trying to get into one of the rooms where we keep some of the sarcophagi, and, well, once he was dealt with, I didn't stick around to see if the Nothics...
When he said, "Get into the room," sorry, I mean, I just kind of quickly glance at Panton and glance away.
I didn't stick around to see if the Nothics had their way with his corpse.
Nothics.
These Nothics?
Yes, often normal humans corrupted by magic, driven insane.
During this time, Temperance is going to sit down and pull out her journal and start writing.
Okay.
I have not had any of the tea, by the way. I was convinced by the Lich, but
Not by Nepheron?
no.
Well,
I
I'll
take
drink
each
the
person
tea.
as they come.
Yeah.
Anderson just kind of looks at Honora and Panton and say, well, at least we know what happened.
Sad, but yeah, it's nice to know that he's not out there suffering.
Could have been a whole lot worse. But still not happy with the way things turned out.
This was one of your companions, truly?
He was with us when we first arrived.
We got kind of put together as just in a wagon. We didn't really know each other when we started here, but we went through a lot of things together. And as we exited Strahd's mansion for the first time, he just got up and walked away.
He died in Strahd's mansion.
I can assure you
No.
that he was not of his own mind when he was here. The
That
murmurings,
sounds about right.
the murmurings that I heard that drew me out of this statue were those that I was familiar with.
Yeah, last we saw him, he wasn't himself. Even then I knew it wasn't him.
Sometimes these dark powers, even if they remain encased in their prison of amber, their extension, the tendrils reach out into the world beyond, and they can plant a seed in the mind of those that commune, and if they are not of keen mind or sound constitution, then they can poison and eventually take over their body, their mind, their souls, period. Consume them.
At this point, Panton's gonna kind of get up and put himself on opposite ends of the rest of the party. Essentially, he's putting Temperance between everybody else and himself.
Okay.
Cool, just use Temperance as a shield. I see how it is.
This
Well,
this is a very small circular
Yeah.
room. You can see like the Arcanoloth sitting on this furry fox-like featured creature in these relatively even though they're not pristine, elegant robes, they're still well taken care of. Excuse me. And he's sitting on just this kind of mountain of big, soft pillows, and you guys are all kind of spread in a half moon, kind of facing him with the stairs winding down on the far side of the room.
And it's to clarify, it's less using temperance as a shield, and more so using temperance as a barrier to
You know that a shield and a barrier are the
The
same
shield,
thing.
dude.
to avert everybody's
I was
gazes that
teasing you, but-
temporarily. I know.
Literally,
I'm imagining a
keep talking.
blockade.
Just keep talking, Brandon.
So I just don't want to see
Um,
them.
Right.
And I'll use her
You
big
seem
hat.
you seem really and smart about these dark deities. Is there any way to stop them once they've gotten their foothold in somebody?
I mean, I have been here for a little bit, and I have dabbled in many other realms. And there's one thing that I truly like in the dark powers, too. It's very much like... Are you familiar with the hags that roam these lands and what they do to the citizens of the towns here?
Correction,
There.
they did roam this land.
Oh,
We killed them.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't, but we killed the hag that did kill them.
I see.
They're
Well,
Close
dead.
enough.
So the transitive property of
Killed
killing
one of
right
them.
there, I mean, we're responsible for their deaths, really, but
I mean,
Which we killed is important.
small details, but they created a magic that allowed people to have the most pure dreams. Take them away from this place of dread and insert them in their dreams into the happiest place that they could be. And when they did that, it was a taste of something that they've never experienced before. Promises and just a sensational feeling. And when they lose the connection to it, they're constantly wanting more and more.
Like an addiction.
Essentially, yes, but if you see the Nothics, the creatures that I told you about that probably had their way with your friend's corpse, they were driven mad by the constant seeking of power and knowledge, and eventually the power that they did consumed them. It's the only way that they could have stopped it is to just simply stop seeking it, be fulfilled with what they had, stop listening to the dark powers. As long as they remain encased in their amber prison, well, it's your fault and your fault alone if you become seduced by it there.
Okay, but what if they're not encased in the amber prison anymore?
Well, then the temptation is stronger indeed. But the remedy is all the same. You see, when they're not encased in their prison, they can offer exponentially more power because they have more power to give. So it's really a slippery slope, and you want to try to nip it in the bud
So,
as soon as
They
possible.
offer more power, but you lose your sense of self? You become driven mad by the drive for power?
essentially take a look at... It's different for every person. Of course, you see, there's... Let me tell you a story about two of probably the most famed beings that were ever trapped into a domain of dread. There's a powerful mage who, quite amazingly, ended up escaping his domain of dread, but that's neither here nor there. His name was Vecna. And you see, he was betrayed by his most faithful servant, Cass. And Cass was hearing the whispers of one dark power, telling him that he was being taken advantage of, that it was actually him that was chosen to rule this particular area. And so he betrayed Vecna. And during this betrayal was a catastrophic event, a battle that took place between the two of them that lasted hours and left an entire town, a small city in shambles, destruction. And as the massive tower came falling down on both of them, that right there sealed them in the domain of dread. And their particular punishment, because they were mortal nemesis, was to be placed on opposite ends of an impassable mountain. You see, their torment was that they would never be able to fully seek revenge because they were not able to pass through those mountains. So once these dark entities get a hold of you and they sink their teeth into what it is that you crave, they plan and scheme and build a world that exploits that you seek most. And they use it against you to create, I guess they give you something and then take it away in the same breath, creating a place of essentially eternal torment.
That sounds so miserable. I don't know why anybody would want that.
Well, you see, they are still Vecna and Cass in their own respective domains, even though they were neighboring right next to each other. They were still the masters and rulers of their particular domain, and they did have extremely heavy power and it's quite intoxicating to be given that level of control over basically everything, except for the one thing that you want most.
Well,
But
that's
okay, so you're saying that the only way that if you're being currently seduced by one of these dark powers is to literally just stop? There's nothing that anybody can do?
Or if a dark power has planted its hooks into you, there is a small vestige of that power that is latched on to your consciousness. If you perform the ritual that I have no doubt that he had given you, you have the potential to then encase it, weaken its foothold here in whichever realm it was loosed in, and allowing them to more easily break free of the hold. But unfortunately, as is with most addiction, the person has to want to be free. You can take away the dark deity all you want, but if they truly crave it and they seek it out, you cannot ever prevent them from re-establishing that link. There is one thing that helps. You see, a lot of the mages here within the temple wore them when we were first capturing all of these. And he holds out his furry hand and he waves his other hand over top, and you can see a ring materialize on his index finger. And as you look at the ring, you can see this gold band that comes to the top, kind of an oval shape, and the top of it is very intricately designed. It's a purple gemstone with gold inlay swirling through it, giving it the impression of a brain. This is something that I use. Continue still. If I'm going to be within the Ember Temple, I wear it diligently. It's the ring of mind shielding. It prevents outside telepathic communication. So, essentially, it prevents them from reaching out to me even though I'm in such close proximity.
Wouldn't happen to have a few extra lying around from your forgotten brethren?
I'm afraid if if you're truly seeking out those rings, I do know where 4 of them are. They are still on the bodies of the once living wizards that succumbed to the powers and became Nothics.
So they're somewhere here in the temple roaming around?
Yes.
And these Nothics, they still possess the ability of their former selves?
No, they... Unfortunately, with this corruption, while it turned them into more of a monstrous form, long claws, their eyes, their face morphing to be a singular, almost cyclops in nature. More of a cave-dwelling sort. They're barely humanoid in figure, but their innate magic capabilities are long gone.
Look, I hate to ask it of you, but see, you see, my friends here, they think something has taken a hold of me, and well, one of these rings could go a very long way in, and you see Panton fidgeting and playing with his hands, would go a very long way in preventing me from experiencing a very painful type of experience. So, is there any way that I could convince you to part ways with your ring and perhaps we find a way to get one of those rings and bring it back to you?
That's quite an ask. I have not been susceptible to the voices that reside here in this temple, the whispers, for quite some time.
Maybe they've forgotten about you, and you see him take the helmet off his head.
Consider this an insurance policy. If we don't come back with another ring, then perhaps this will serve you better. At least until you can stumble upon one of those Nothics and unleash its fury on them, and then claim the ring for your own. And then look, you have a ring and a fancy helm that can blast everything around it. We will come back for that helm with another ring. So, but I think it would at least calm everybody down. And I look past Temperance and everybody else now. Look at you guys. And maybe you don't have to go through the entire ritual of maybe murdering somebody.
I mean, Anderson's not even like giving Panton the time. That he's looking like right at the sky, looking to see what he says.
And you see him kind of looking down and just twisting the ring on his finger back and forth, caressing it, and kind of gently kind of rubbing his thumb across the side of his opposite hand.
It's okay. If you just show me where one of those things are, I'll go get you a ring, Panton. I'll go get it right now, and I'll stand up. Just tell me where they are, and I'll go fetch one right now.
They roam the temple freely. More times than not, they're close to one of the chambers, one of the amber sarcophagi. They take joy from the whispers.
Okay, well, I'll go. You guys all wait here. I'll go. I'll find him a ring. I'll be right back.
No,
And I'll get up and I'll start.
we'll come with. All right, are you telling me that we have to go back the way we came?
There's... Oh, jeez, I truly don't normally condone behavior of going too close to those prisons. Their reach is so incredibly powerful if you were to even touch them.
That's why
Look,
I'm willing to go by myself. And
Nora,
you
you're
can
not going
keep
by yourself.
Keep Panton, Temperance, and Radovan and Anderson safe, and I'll be right back. I'll go take care of it, and you guys stay safe. I think I can resist it.
Nora, you're not going alone. Look, I appreciate the concern, but I think we can take care of ourselves.
This is too important to pass up. If this is a way that helps, then we need to take it. And he's right. Panton is right. Sooner rather than later.
Sorry about that.
You're okay. If I were to give you my best guess, there's only a few of them that are already kind of open. The rest have doors with passwords that they probably weren't going to be able to get into anyways, but if you head west, once you leave from here and you take a right once you get past basically into the main hallway there's one that's at the end, where Vampire was held. You'll see a shattered sarcophagus. amber pieces littered about the room. If I were to guess, that's where I dealt with your friend. It's possible that that's where they still are.
Okay. Yeah, you guys stay here. I'll be right back.
No, no,
No.
we're all. I don't know about the others, but I'm coming with.
I
Okay,
think it's pretty
Anderson.
obvious that we're sticking together in such a dangerous position as this.
I feel like with everything that's happened and everything that goes along, that putting some people closer to the sarcophagus may be a bad idea.
Look,
This
if
one's
one of
already
us
opened, isn't
succumbs
it?
to it, we have the others to put that person in check. The more we have around, the more likely we can keep each other in check.
Haven't you always said it's safer for all together?
I have. Just
It's
afraid
a
of
good time to
making
take
things.
your own advice.
It's a good time for making sure that fine.
Who has the Tome of Strahd right now?
I forgot who we handed it to at the end. Was
I
it
think it's
me?
either Radovan or Anderson.
Anderson
maybe it's
had it.
you.
I gave it. I know for sure I gave it to the
Like Nora
ledge, and
has it.
I think.
Wasn't sure if it was me or Radovan that he handed it to at the end of
Yeah,
last session.
he handed it to someone else. I remember.
Probably Radovan because he likes you the most.
I don't remember getting it. But
Perfect.
sure.
Okay, I'm fine with that. All right, fantastic.
All right. I need you all to mute/deafen yourself real quick, except for Temperance.
Hold on, wait.
Why, except for Temperance?
Because I said.
I mean,
All right.
my poem's almost not useful now that we're just gonna go wander out into see sarcophagi, but
Well,
she's written.
you're writing into your journal. And as you're listening to Nepheron speak, casually looking up from your quill and notebook, and the room around you starts to blur. Your vision becomes cloudy. The voices around you sound muffled, like you're hearing them from underwater. As you drift from consciousness, your vision fading more and more, your mind still stays sharp, fully aware of this type of sensory paralysis that you're experiencing. You hear a voice that sounds over the dampened background noise that says, "My child, I have watched you more closely over the past several weeks, watching your journey unfold, bringing you closer to me." And you see these large, calloused, gray, bird-like feet just slam in front of you, and you feel the magnificent rush of wind as wings flap, and you cannot see this shadow, this darkness that is kind of covering your vision. This darkness that is covering your vision allows you to only see the gray feet that are kind of perched in front of you. You see faintly, far above, kind of silhouetted, the shadow. I'm going to need you guys to calm it down so I can focus here.
They're having a real good time. Big bird talons.
Yeah, big
in
bird
front of me.
talons.
Gray.
Yep. I see your path soon departing, but it would be a shame for us to not meet with you so close. And you looking up at this massive beast, you see its head kind of twitching, turning to the side, its beak long, the end of it kind of curled over. You're much smaller than I thought you would be. But no doubt the power inside of you is still strong.
Can Temperance say anything?
Yeah?
Smaller than you thought I'd be? Don't we know each other? Haven't we met?
Not this close. Not this
Suppose.
close. What do you want now so close? You only
want
must
to-
ask.
I want to be safe from everyone.
Do you sometimes wish that you could just fly away?
All the time.
Massive wings stretching out as far as your eyes can see on either side just flap, and just again, just the power of it just kind of pushes you back. So it is done. And your vision comes back to the room, and your head kind of like falls forward a little bit as you're writing. And as you look down into your journal, you see a drawing. Frantic, scribbled, just like you did not control this of your own mind. A bird-like creature. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Come on, where's my...
Hey!
Oh my god, I can hear again.
hello.
Hello!
Where's my
John.
VTT work?
I did not appreciate that middle finger, for the record.
Yes, you
I
did.
did not
for
appreciate
it.
trying to concentrate with 3 other people mimicking my hand gestures.
Look, I was just explaining to them what I would do with all the
You know,
material that we
imitation
found
is
here in the
sincere
temple.
is the most sincere form of art, John.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's true. My
We're all
VTT
dead.
won't work, so I rolled a 3 and then my perception's 3, so 6. I got a 6 perception, baby.
Okay, I'll
If you
send you.
refresh, it'll work again.
Okay, I'm trying. Really
We had that
trying.
issue last Monday, so.
The worst timing.
At least your system doesn't have to completely refresh.
That's true. There it goes. Good call. Okay, we'll make a real roll now. Well, that's a little better.
God!
Okay.
You can take either one that you want.
As you come to, the rest of you kind of in this room notice Temperance kind of almost nod off before she kind of looking up, looking down at her book and quickly closing it. But she looked as if for a moment she nodded off. It was a very brief moment, just a mere second or two.
I know, Temperance. A lot of it is really boring to me too, but I also kind of have to like pay attention because, you know, I kind of don't want to be an experiment. So can you just not look so bored in front of the guy that's telling us how we can save me, please? Thanks, appreciate it, love you.
I'm fine. You need to calm down.
Right.
I just blinked, that's all.
I am
Can I
calm.
insight check that I'm fine?
I mean,
I have a passive insight of 14.
in what?
Shall I deception?
No. I mean, what would be your reasoning for distrusting her saying that she's fine? What is it that you're
Not.
actually looking
So we're
for?
having a serious conversation, and she just nodded off out of nowhere and is claiming nothing's wrong. I mean, she
That
could just be
and
tired,
she's
but this
been
is a very tense situation, so that kind of makes me distrust her.
antagonist the last couple
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah. And there's some trust issues there as well.
And there's dark
Temperance
gods
sucks.
talking to people
Right.
without anybody else knowing.
Yeah, there's dark gods that we're talking about. So lots of reasons not to trust Temperance.
Weak.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure. I mean, you
And she
can
just
roll an
had tea
insight.
from a stranger.
That one's the biggest one though.
Oh, never mind.
That's what I'm most nervous about.
Did anybody else have the tea?
I had the tea.
You had the tea? Okay.
That didn't work. Mine also being dumb. Trash.
I will have some tea as well.
Okay.
Bree is drinking tea, but I think Temperance was just doing her writing.
Okay. It's It's difficult to say. It has been a truly exhausting gauntlet. Thinking about the past few days and the amount that you all have done and ran from, explored, the amount of stressful knowledge that you've all been given, the fact that Panton just shattered an amber sarcophagus, like all of these things. You know, this is again one of those momentary, reprieve from the outside conditions where you're on comfy pillows, relaxing in a comfortable environment. It doesn't alarm you that she might have dozed off, even if it wasn't necessarily due to extreme tiredness, since you guys just woke up maybe an hour or so ago.
Well, if we could spend just a few minutes more here, I'm gonna try something I read in this book, and I'd like to spend 10 minutes ritual casting Find Familiar. If I
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
While she's ritual casting this, I'll lean into Temperance. Look, I'm calm. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Watch my book. And Temperance opens back up her journal. And she writes, like, she just really fast scribbles something on the next, like, she flips the page from what she was on, starts writing really quick, and she says, I'm not afraid of you. I don't want you to be afraid of me. Do you still want to know the truth about my powers? And then she just looks up at him.
I mean, yeah.
Are you guys passing notes over there?
Yeah.
Kind
What
of
the teens do.
Nephiron looks over at you, Honora. I'm sorry, as much as I'd love to help, I truly don't think that I'd be able to part ways with this ring.
I can sense your hesitancy and how important it is if you're going to be around to keep that that yourself. That's why I offered to go get one for Panton. I'm worried if the temptation's already there and we get closer to one of these dark deities, that if it'll make the ability to resist harder until we get the ring. So I was a little worried.
Well, look, no matter what we do, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Right.
Stay.
And you've already been so kind to let us rest here and to point our way. So you've given us more than we deserve. Thank you.
Stay stalwart while you're out there. It's definitely a challenging thing to avoid their whispers. Just know that nothing good can come from it.
Well, if we can get a ring that'll protect Panton, that's a good that'll come from it.
And I'm not sure if Temperance and Panton, were you continuing your conversation? I basically...
I mean, outside, I was just like, well, yeah, like that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys wanted to continue that conversation, I would say that would be kind of happening at the same time that
Okay.
Yeah.
Neferon was
I can send some things
talking
over
to the
chat.
rest. Okay. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine
Or I
too.
could-
However you want to do
All
it.
right, I can say it. I can say it out loud. That's fine.
You guys just can't pretend to know.
I'm deafening all of you.
Well, I mean, Radovan has like a passive perception of like 20-30, so you know.
No, I don't.
It's only 19.
So
I
she
read
continues
microphone.
to scribble out. My power comes from a deal just like your life did. Sometimes pacts aren't what we think they are. I made my choice from being compelled and did not know my consequences. I hope if you ever have to, you will too.
But you're writing this
We
all
can
in your
talk
book?
more later. Yeah, she's scribbling it.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm trying to like keep it a lot curtser than I would normally.
Okay. Patton will tap you on the shoulder and nod his head. And that will...
And Temperance, I guess she like kind of takes that hand, is like, thank you.
All right. What do you guys do? I'll say I think we talked about it, and I don't know if you actually took it when you first sat down, but I think you guys asked me at the end of last session whether or not you could gain the benefits of a short rest.
Mhm.
So if you haven't done that already, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. And then I'll summon a hawk. My familiar will be a hawk.
Okay.
Nice.
Once the hawk comes into existence, I'll be like, okay. Guess we're ready to face it. I can send it ahead and it can scout out a safe path for us. At least show us what might be around.
So, just to confirm, he was telling us to go west, so this way, and then basically turn right.
Yes, turn north. Yep.
I think we definitely should try to go quietly.
Might not be a bad idea.
No, I just thought about being as loud as possible. Of course, they're skull shooting fireballs at us. Yeah,
Yeah, I already learned that one.
Does a hawk have night vision?
It does not.
Not night vision, dark vision.
I knew what you meant, but yeah, it does not. It has advantage on perception for sight, but it doesn't have dark vision.
Okay.
John, I didn't say anything, but should I roll perception for like catching that interaction between Temperance and Panton, or keeping pretty close eye on them? I do have a passive of 18, not quite 23.
18.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you can.
We are in a tin can, so.
With a passive perception of 18, I would say that what you see as you're looking over and watching, like, I think a lot of your focus will be on Nephiron and listening to what he has to say and kind of the back and forth dialogue between him and the rest of your companions. You do see Temperance writing in her journal, which doesn't surprise you. But you do see a brief 2-3 second period right before she kind of eyes closed, nod forward, where her hand is just frantic, scribbling and scratching. And then while you might, I don't think that you would be able to read the words that are on the page, but you would probably be able to see that the book was kind of tilted back in Panton's direction and they were having an exchange via paper.
Yeah, that's what I'm most interested in probably picking up on.
Yeah, but as far as the contents of it, no.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Minora's
You
gonna start
should
to climb out
have
of the tower.
you should have your hawk. Do you have control of it?
Yeah. Let me check.
Where do I roll hit die again?
I do
I'm
not. I
so
cannot
lost.
select it.
Okay, let me edit it. I
You
think
have to hit short rest, just to let you know.
I hit short rest.
There we go.
and then it's
now
a
you can
separate
control
button. Yep.
I can. Perfect.
Short rest, and then to the right of that will
It's-
prompt up to roll
yeah.
hit dice for your various hit dice.
Wait, it's not doing the automatically. That's
Are you
weird.
doing the
doesn't
half
do it
screen or
automatically.
Are you doing full screen?
You have to confirm.
Yes.
It's not
Right.
working.
Maybe you have to refresh too. Works for me. I don't have to refresh.
You
You
need to
see
restart.
You see Panton do a random backflip in the room.
There we go.
There you go. You got it. Ooh, that's so good. Better.
You were quite
I
hurt.
did not mean to do 4. I meant to do 3.
Oh.
Okay.
So we're going with you then, Honora, right?
Right. And I'll go down to the base of the statue and I'll
Wait,
look
are you
around.
sending your
I'll send
hawk
the hawk.
first, or are we just going straight for it?
My hawk. I'm gonna send it ahead of us a little bit, but not too terribly ahead of us.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I mean Anderson will be right there as well, and
Yeah. I'm just at the base of the stairs. I'll send the hawk out to see if there's anything around us or if it's too dark or anything.
Hopefully those things have lost interest, but I think it'd be best if we pass through here without a trace. Now cast Pass Without a Trace.
what?
Oh.
Next time
That's
you do
what it's
that, say a
called.
different spell. I'm gonna cast illusionary terrain.
Just cast Fireball next time.
Yeah.
Wait, are you casting illusionary terrain?
No.
Oh,
Pass without a train.
okay. Okay.
Trying to be quiet.
Should we make stealth rolls?
Yes, please.
All right.
I'm gonna
How
hide
will
behind
Temperance do?
Temperance. So. Oh, that
John,
doesn't-
is
Well,
a
that's probably
31
not a
good?
great idea.
Yeah, it'll be
Or a
alright.
28. Or a 15
Temperance,
on a
come on.
Panton.
I
wait,
can.
wait, Nora, do you get disadvantage with your armor, or do you not
I
have it?
don't. I have a
Oh.
breastplate, which does not require me to get disadvantage on stealth checks.
Oh, that
That's
is
why I
fancy.
begged you for money.
Okay, now I've
I
got
did
an
pay you back,
18 on my
though.
stealth.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you had an 8. Oh, yeah, so now you're at a 28.
No, I was at an 8. So now I'm at
Yeah,
Right,
but
but
you
it's
have
plus
pass without a
10 because it
trace.
passed with a trace.
Yeah.
You had plus 10 to whatever you rolled.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, so
Pass
don't.
without a trace is to everybody?
Yeah.
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 I thought that was just a stealth thing.
No,
No,
it's with everybody.
Everybody within 30 feet of
Never
Radavan.
mind. Then I don't do my Dark One Zone luck. I didn't realize that was an everybody thing.
Okay.
Although that was a
What a
really
treat.
good Dark One's Own luck roll.
I could
right
do
there.
everybody, but
I know. Very
Right.
disappointing to use that.
Yeah, you guys are all safe. You find that as you're using your hawk to navigate, that unfortunately its vision is severely limited by the lack of light in the area that you're intending to go.
Okay. Well, then I'll just put it away.
Okay.
I guess, Radavan, you should probably lead. I'll message Radavan. You should probably take the lead because you can see the best.
Is anybody else going to use any sort of light producing spells?
Not when we're trying to be stealthy.
Not now. Not with the flaming
Yeah.
skulls peering down at us.
Okay.
I'm holding on to Temperance's skirt or whatever and just letting her lead me.
Yeah, I might just
I
get
got
my
you,
hand on
homie.
Radavan's back. As long as he doesn't rush.
Which way am I going again? Are we going through here?
This way.
Wes?
As you travel west and you get to this portion where the wall go ahead, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say find traps, but no, it's okay.
No, there's no trap. You see the stark contrast of the black marble floor, to see that these walls, especially right here, smooth and flat, coated purely in amber, and as you're walking by, you see the reflection of you and all of your party members. But as you're walking and you're looking over there, you realize that the reflections are not synced with your movements. The look of them is much more sinister. An evil grin creeps across their faces, and they approach closer to the wall and just stare. Deathly, ice-cold stare in your direction. But if you're the only one with dark vision, you're the only one that sees it.
Radavan, we good?
Need to
There's
go.
something in the wall.
Right. Take a right.
Do you see it?
I can't
Can't
see
see
anything.
nothing.
It's dark in here. We can't see anything.
Would my instincts kind of tell me that it's an illusion? They're just standing there, right?
Yes.
Do you see any
Suppose-
more of those skulls? If not, I can maybe light a torch.
No. Let's just keep going.
All right.
As you round the corner, you can see, or rather, you can hear these slurping, kind of chewing noises. You hear the ripping of fabric and just these noises coming from the end of the hall. You see the door to the room. You see doors on the left-hand side, but you also see a door at the end of the hall, kind of perched open.
Let's see. You hear it? I see them.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Be on your guard. I'll
Probably
light them up.
better fight in the room so nothing can attack us from behind.
Okay, I hear slurping of something. Can I put a light up? Like,
Not yet, Panton. We gotta get closer.
I'll hold a spell if you want to get closer, but they're right past the doorway.
Right, but the skulls are behind us. We need to get in a place that's defensible.
I don't want to get closer to something that I can't see.
If I look behind
okay,
me,
Ken, they've
is
got
there
you.
is there a door for like the skulls to like, or like slits for the skulls to see through in this area?
No. It is solid ceiling.
Those things can't. It's blocked off. We're okay.
You do see down here that it appears that there's a set of stairs heading up.
Just some stairs, but there's no arrow slits.
I just don't think we could take care of this thing quietly.
Well, I mean, if we
No,
can't
but
take care
we
of it
have-
quietly, we might as well put a light on.
Let's get a little closer first.
Well, you get closer. I've got range on it from here.
All right.
Kind of.
I'm just gonna keep
As-
walking forward, just like arms in front of me, like.
Yeah, like looking for the wall or whatever and just listening for the sound.
I will, as they get closer to the door, I will cast Fairy Fire in that area.
On the wall.
Okay. Okay, we found
Okay.
it. Doorway.
As you make your way all the way up to the doorway. Oh, you know what? Even without Pass Without a Trace, you two are probably the only ones that would have succeeded. Okay. How high is Fairy Fire?
It's a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
I can't really see
Okay.
just how big the shape I drew in there, but that was the general idea.
It's a
square
little
is
bit bigger.
It's
Yeah.
5, right? Okay.
No, each square is 10.
Oh, okay.
So you technically have a 30-foot cube, but like
you
it's
just shrink it.
yeah. I'm
around
not
the
gonna.
centered on that one.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's still gonna encompass what you want it to. So how exactly were you doing this? You were just, as they got up there, what was your trigger criteria for casting it?
Them getting to the doorway.
Okay.
Did that go through on the thing?
Didn't see anything pop through.
There we go.
I see that.
Alrighty.
Are we rolling for initiative?
We will go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh shit!
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Whoa!
Damn.
I can't see shit, but he rolls high at the top.
Wait, does
I
Ryvan's
had mine
Fairy Fire go off
selected. What
first
the?
and
Oh,
then
I
initiative?
drew the shape. That's why.
Shame.
Ay.
Always click your token. There it is. Oh.
Battle music is banging.
Those are some epic violins.
Who invited
It's-
Lindsay
it's
Sterling
fire,
to the
though.
party?
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and get these dexterity checks going.
These, oh shit. That's at least
He
4.
said there are only 4.
Well, there was
Only
I rolled
rings,
4.
right?
That's what we did, like
Oh, I
4.
see.
Come on.
Yeah, one of
Okay.
them was initiative.
4 is a deck.
Alrighty. And so as this fairy fire goes off, illuminating this creature, its eye turns towards you. You see this large green eye staring back through the doorway. Its fangs just poking out, and it's just... And you see 3 other, like, illuminating beings clinging to the walls above, like upside down, looking down in your direction, Honora and Anderson. Panton, you're the first one in the
Yay.
initiative order.
All right, so
The only one that you can see is the one that's currently hovering over the corpse on the ground.
like this one right here, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Wait, did the fairy fire go off already, or is that?
And I think they went off and they all failed.
Yes,
So we
they
can
all
see
failed.
them.
Yep.
Okay.
Which would illuminate the room enough that we'd be able to see at least all of them.
remind me what fairy fire does, please.
Gives you advantage.
It's me.
And they emit light.
And you
as
can
well.
see them.
10-foot light
Yeah.
or something.
Let's.
Gosh dang it, John Allen.
Wait, Radovan, what color is the light though? We have to know.
Orange.
Purple.
Purple.
Purple?
Teal. There's some
I
purple and
figured you would do
teal.
blue.
So you're really going for the bylighting? I like it.
Yeah.
Mm. Hold
There,
on.
can you see in there now?
A little bit, just a sliver.
Oh, yep. I
whoops.
can see
Ew.
more.
There we go.
Okay,
Exactly.
you'll
Yeah.
be able to see once you're like
There's
on the
stuff over
inside.
there.
Okay. All right. We're gonna stay right here, though, right, Anderson?
I mean, Anderson has not taken his turn yet. We'll have to see. Bless you.
Slow fireball or slow fireball.
Thank you.
Slow fireball. No, I didn't give him the helm, so I still have the helm on me. Guess what?
You offered it, yeah, but he refused it, so.
Yep. Panton is gonna look right at the one that he can see, and he is going to cast a fan favorite of Temperance's, and that is going to be a fireball from the helm. Holy shnikes!
Yo, that's a
you're leaving
fireball.
That's a fireball!
Jeez.
Fireball.
Good lord, good night.
Dude,
And I am keeping track of my gemstones.
get riggedy wrecked.
Okay, give me a second.
You're rolling Constitution saves?
I rolled dexterity saves first.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Maybe they were concentrating on a spell.
Maybe.
Maybe that spell was hallucinatory terrain.
It's the best spell in the game.
I would like to play an illusionist someday.
The one that you see on the ground, this is absolutely wild. Because you dealt over half of their damage and health in a single attack, I rolled the massive damage optional rule where they had to make Constitution saving throws of 15 or die. 3 out of the 4 of them incinerated. Their bodies turned to ash like a nuclear bomb as this fireball just burns into this room, busting open the door in front of Honora and Anderson and just absolutely disintegrates the Nothic that was looking in your direction. The exhaust, this flame just blows out of the room. Honora and Anderson, you just immediately pull back on the opposite side of the wall as the flames come shooting out.
I hope you didn't melt the ring.
Dude, who wants Nothic for dinner?
What the hell did I do?
Temperance just like looks down in like thrill.
Give me a second. I gotta add that back.
That's
What do you do with the rest of your turn?
Just stare in a fucking amazement. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna stay right there. Maybe tremble a little bit and pee. I don't know. I don't get to use Fireball often. It's doing 40 damage right there and incinerating 3 of those bad boys right away? The fuck?
Your lowest roll was 1-3. Everything else was 5s and 6s.
Yahtzee.
Nutty.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
As
All right,
you're standing in front of this door and the fire comes out, you hear this shrieking, just this as this beast comes crawling out from underneath of the door frame, scaling up the wall. You can make attacks of opportunity against it as it's attempting to climb away from you.
Me and Nora?
Yes.
Okay.
Good God, guys.
It's one-handed.
This is a
Rat.
Nothic genocide we are doing right now.
Yeah,
Immediate-
so
knows what
Honora
it
pulls
did.
out that battered hilt, and it just goes whoosh, and I go boop, and it dies.
As the back of its, you see it's kind of like slick toad-like skin coming out from the door frame, and as its kind of rounded backside with its hind legs are just kind of getting outside of the door frame, you stabbing into it and Anderson clawing at it. No, you used your rapier.
Oh yeah, I'm in human form. I'm using the
Oh,
rapier.
that's right. Yeah, stabbing it with your rapier. Both of them just kind of piercing the hindquarters on either side. It falls down and it just makes this, screeching noise as it kind of curls up like a spider, and its eye looking out at Panton, the source of this fireball, and you can see the green in its eye flare up and then subdues. As combat's initiated, or combat's finished.
Sorry.
Sorry, John.
It's all right.
Destin and the hallway behind us.
Fireball to fucking outright murder, like murk these guys.
It's all right.
I'd like to search for the ring that we came in here to look for. So.
Oh yes, saying just
Yeah, Temperance also wants to go in the room
J-
to check it out.
Anderson just like looking around in amazement how burnt everything is. He's doing that while looking for the ring.
Patton's just stepping outside or standing outside, staring dumbfoundedly into the room. And then you hear him, like, maybe not scream at the top of his lungs, but like, "Why am I doing ice magic?"
Panton! Shh! There's other things!
Then he's gonna scurry to you guys.
All right. Give me investigation checks searching for these rings. Normally, it would be relatively simple to just find a ring. You would simply find the finger that was attached to.
I blew everything up.
That's not what I meant to do.
Mysterious DM roll.
Oh, so only one of us dies. Cool.
Nice.
Actually, no, that is what I meant to roll. Okay. Searching around, you are able to find 2 rings that match the same likeness of Nephrons. The golden band, purple gem shaped very much like a brain. Let me see if I have...
Peyton, I found one. You might want to clean it first, but here you go.
And Anderson will just quietly pocket the other.
I will take the ring and I will prestidigitate as much of the burnt flesh and ash off of it that I possibly can.
Okay.
And I will look it over and I will hold it up to every single one of you. And I will slip it on my finger.
Anderson pays you no mind. He's still looking through the rubble for other things.
Nora's gonna look at you stoically while you do it.
As you're continuing to look through the rubble, scattered amongst the burnt ash and scattered flesh of these Nothic that had died by this massive fireball, you see shards of amber scattered through, remembering that this is the chamber that Nephron said Vampire had once resided.
Oh, once resided, then we're good.
Wait, sorry, John. What was the name of the ring again?
Mind
Ring
shielding.
of Mind Shielding.
Mind Shield. Thank you.
I'm gonna check the body they were noshing on, whatever remains of that, because that's probably also incinerated. But
It is, but you do find the familiar half-sun pendant of a worshipper of Lathander that was once Nicodemus.
I would like to take that so that I can present it to his. When we get out of here, I can take it back to his church.
Okay.
So it's just a pendant of Lathander.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Temperance kind of looks around at the 2 non-disturbed sarcophagi, just looking for vibes.
All right, we've lingered long enough. We probably should get out of here before anything else happens.
How many did you find? Just the one?
I only found one.
Anderson holds up the other one and says, I'll keep this one just in case. And actually, instead of slipping in his pocket, he's going to put it on.
Okay. It does require attunement.
Oh, it does? Oh, never mind. He just pockets it then.
I am going to use the bathroom. Because
Okay.
I have to pee.
Anderson, in the middle of all this, really?
Yes.
We can take a
And
quick potty break. We're at the halfway point. I am going to show you guys what the ring of mind shielding looks like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sexy. All right, BRB.
Oh, purple walnut.
Purple walnut, huh? I don't mind.
And you see, the thing is, like, it was either slow or fireball. So
and Fireball's free, so
it is
It's free.
for now.
it's free real estate. Um,
Oh, I gotta add +2 to my initiatives going forward. Shoot, how do I edit that?
I can show you how to do that.
Okay.
You can manually go in and edit some of your things. What do you get the +2 initiative for?
The Shield of the Silver Dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
It says the shield whispers warnings to its bearer, granting a +2 initiative to the bearer if it isn't incapacitated.
Yeah. You guys can go about your role play here for a moment, and I will see if I can't update that for you.
Okay.
Right, so I have the ring now. So
Awesome. Let's get out of here. This place is giving me the creeps.
okay, now hold on. Before we go any further, and Patton steps right in front of the doorway. Can we agree now that this journey to exercise me, this experiment that puts me under a metaphorical knife, could probably be abandoned?
I mean, it's a good backup to have, but I don't see a need to pursue it if you're protected now.
There we go. 'Cause
Temperance,
truth
don't
be
touch
told-
that.
Truth be
Just
told,
looking.
I don't want to die again. Okay?
I don't want you to die either, Panton.
And this was your best backup plan.
It was the only option at the time. We didn't know about these rings.
I'm just staring right at you at this point.
But Mom and Dad sent me magic to protect you. Even if you were to go down, I can bring you back up.
Yeah, all I need is just a little fixing.
And then he walks out of the room.
Radaman's outside the room, keeping watch.
Okay.
It might be smart to stop harping on that. Temperance says to Honora before she follows Panton out.
Temperance has started shit.
He's a
Ready to
bitch
get outta
now.
Actually, I kind of want to. So I'm gonna cantrip light, and I'm gonna look at these things on the east side of the corridor. I don't know if these are doors or if these are something else.
So if you cast light, let me give your token some lighting.
I can do that with the token you gave us.
That's all right.
Oh, that's dancing lights.
You could still use that token, though.
Where was this? The lower floor. Sorry, I was dinking around with the skills.
Cool.
As you cast light to truly see the surroundings, you see these walls are coated by this glistening amber. The walls, the ceilings, this enormous hall, it almost gives off the appearance of sculpted honey. The black marble floor beneath you is coated with a fine layer of dust. The ceiling, a full 25 feet above you, a little too tall for you to see, but in these walls, about 5 foot up, there are these amber ledges that are lined with these life-size alabaster statues of cats, frogs, hawks, owls, rats, raven, snake, toad, and even a weasel. Some of these statues that allows you to have this reasoning, some of them have fallen onto the ground and kind of shattered onto the floor, but some of their main features still visible. The door that you just burst through to the north remains wide open. Now you can see 3 additional doors to the west, set into the walls.
How do we get out of here again?
We
have to
just
go
go.
back.
I think we go back through that hallway and we go south to those stairs. I think that's the way out.
But to get the skull, we have to go through the crack, the doors.
Wait, I thought I brought the skull down with me. It should be right next to the statue. So I remember picking it up and bringing it with me down the stairs. At least I thought.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I thought you left it in the entrance
No.
area.
No,
did, but then
actually, I do
as we
remember
were-
him picking it up and carrying it through. It was right before you guys came down. I do remember that.
Yeah, as we were descending, I picked it up and then we put it down as we were exploring the area near the statue.
Only took like a bit of fireball damage.
Worth it.
It's a dragon skull, okay? It's
Right?
I don't think silver dragons had resistance to fire. Or do they? I don't know, actually.
Who knows?
yeah. What do you know about dragons?
What's
Nothing,
the Game of
evidently.
Thrones line? You can't kill a dragon with fire or something.
Something like that, I think. I don't know.
Something.
Actually,
I'm not a historiological.
gold
it
dragons
was-
are fire. I believe
it was
silver
winter
makes
is coming.
lightning.
As
Lannister makes their
Hanson and Temperance are doing their own thing, Anderson will make his way to Radovan and say, he'll hold out the ring of mind shielding. I
Oh, they're
can't
cold.
do much with this. I would prefer it if you had it and made some use of it.
Or perhaps you should give it to one of your companions.
Well, the one I'm worried about already has it.
I have some ability, I think, to resist the powers in this place. What else does it do? I guess.
You don't know?
I don't know.
In character, we have no idea. That's
The
fair.
only thing that you have been told is that it eliminates the possibility for unwanted telepathic communication,
Fine, I'll take it.
but it does require attunement.
Panton is going to keep going south. And when he comes to this corner, he's going to extinguish his shiny coin.
Okay.
And he's going to hold on to the wall over here. Say, all right, I'm at the corner and can't see. So,
Radovan, do you start leading the way again?
Sure.
So we have to
So
go
we're-
back by the statue to the doors next. Oh wait, we have to just get out of here, don't we? We've got the skull. We have to go grab the skull by the statue and then.
Well, we don't all have to go get the skull.
So that kind of brings up the other question, John. Am I allowed to stealth while carrying the skull? Is that something I can do?
You'll
have to try.
Disadvantage
You-
at least.
you'll see when you
That's
get back. You'll see when you
Okay.
get back.
Okay. Until then, yeah, I'll just stick by Radovan and have him lead the way.
You can certainly try.
If I have
As
anything that can help with this.
as you guys, I mean, You guys are fine. I'm not gonna make you slog through the getting out of here. I think with your pass without a trace up for what is it, 10 minutes or
An
Well,
an
hour.
hour?
it's for an hour, but I mean,
It's
I had to
not.
drop it for Fairy Fire.
Oh,
So I'll cast it again, though.
I mean, you can if you want. You don't have to. Um, but
I'm honorable.
okay. As you make it back to the base of the statue, you find Nepheron in the last steps of an incantation.
One ring to rule them all.
There can be only one.
If you did anything to our skull, I'm gonna be super mad.
Bro, I'm gonna be upset.
As you get back to the base of the statue, he finishes this incantation, and as you watch him hovering over the skull, shrinks down to a quarter of its normal size.
Ooh.
It is now small.
He's ruined it.
I think he made it portable.
It is now smaller than even Panton, probably like dimension-wise, probably roughly the same weight due to density.
Put it in your backpack now and carry it.
It might stick out a little bit, but as he sees you, I noticed you struggle carrying this down the stairs, and I thought if you were going to have to travel with it, this might be a better alternative. It's only going to last for 11 hours, though, so I would be mindful and not be carrying it or doing anything that is requiring you to be light. The time when this essentially goes off, you'll start to hear a little bit of a creaking, and if you hear the creaking, it probably means that you should remove it from your person and let it sit on the ground for it to expand.
You are so kind.
I don't know what to say. Is there any way we can repay you?
We did take care of 4 of those Gnostics for you.
Oh,
Well, Panton did. Panton took care of them.
it's bittersweet, you see. They still there, even though their mind was lost, they were still remnants of people who helped steal these dark powers into the...
Well, just know that they're resting very peacefully. I mean, the few seconds before probably wasn't so peaceful, but they're resting peacefully now.
You see, souls don't leave Barovia. So...
Their
We're aiming to
bodies
fix
are
that.
resting peacefully now. So, there you go.
Either way, if there was anything that you could do to repay me, it would be to never return.
No,
Not
you kinda get that
because
a lot.
I don't enjoy the company, I truly do. But this wasn't made to host guests. This was made to remove evil from the world. Be
Well,
careful.
yeah, if you want us out of your hair, we promise not to come back.
If you come back and need assistance, that's one thing, but please don't come back just for knowledge or power. I will
I think that's fair.
have to protect it as I was sworn to do all those years ago.
All right. Well, this is
I
the way out,
understand.
and I'll point south.
Yes. Up the stairs. There's only one way once you get up to the balcony. Take
So-
care. Farewell.
Thank you again.
And the stone kind of shifts open as the Arcanoloth returns to the base of the statue.
This way.
Yeah, just kind of skirt to this side.
It's alright, I'm gonna teleport you guys to the different map layer anyways.
I'm just saying that that's the one NPC in this campaign I would protect with my life.
Nephron?
Nephron?
Yeah.
He was super nice.
Dude,
to
he
us.
was
a good
super helpful. Like,
king. He's just a sweet little fox
For
guy.
being like a demon.
I would die for him, both in character and out of character.
I mean, why not Mad Mary's
He's
daughter?
a fiend.
I mean, she had the hots
Kinda
for you,
lost.
bro.
Maybe
mean-
Nephron does.
Yeah, but she's not adorable.
Mad Mary's daughter is super adorable.
No.
Super
Hard
hot to
pass.
trot for you.
Okay, so am I getting the sense that Anderson is like a bisexual furry right now?
Uh,
Because he
Or
keeps
Andrew.
only into
I think Andrew might be a bisexual furry right now.
The line between character and player here might be blurring a bit, so let's just say yes.
At least own it. At least
whoa!
own it.
Learning a little bit more about Anderson than I intended to today.
Sorry, I had to go there.
Furry convention, check.
I mean, Anderson's the closest thing to a furry here, so you do
True,
with that
you
what
do
you
turn
will.
into a dog.
Yes, essentially.
And his almost girlfriend was a dog,
That's
so
like 80 billion less animals than I can turn into. Just
It's
pointing
true.
out.
Oh,
So,
that's fair.
is this Radavan and Anderson love story?
Dude, fanfic time.
Oh my
I
God, here we
mean-
go again.
more, more.
the other elf guy will be very disappointed when his boyfriend leaves him for a werewolf. I'm just saying.
True.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
We got that.
As you get to the upper balcony, climbing the stairs, these black marble stairs, you can start to feel the wind, the bitter cold, streaming down the long corridor. And as you get to the top, you see light. You step out and immediately smacked with the harsh reality of the cold of the outside. Taking a look, you are on the side of a mountain, a long, winding pass leading down the side.
Definitely took the fast way to get here.
You can see
Time to take the slow way down.
in the distance the Svalich woods. You can see a large bridge kind of breaching the gap between the mountain pass that you're on now and the rest of the lands of Barovia.
Well, we have 11 hours, so we better get hoofing it.
As you kind of exit the temple, just out of sheer curiosity, turning around, you see these massive alcoves with 20-foot statues. Each of these amber-colored statues are the same god of secrets, the faceless, hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture for prayer. Where do you guys go? You start
Out of
heading down
here.
the mountain?
Unless anyone else wants to do anything, but
I would
yeah,
take out the
Anderson-
map and make sure and plot our course a little bit before we headed down the mountain. But yeah, that's.
I know
about
where
all.
we're going.
Oh. You know how to get to the Argivosthold from here?
You can actually see it with the help of Radovan standing on the edge of these mountains, kind of peering off into the distance. You can see this piece of land jutting out from the center of the forest, and even though it's very small from here, you can see the castle kind of poking up
helpful.
above. The other thing that you see as you're stepping away from the Amber Temple, kind of plotting your course, looking to see which road leads down, you do see a somewhat beaten path into the snow, where it's been relatively frequently walked in. Looking, you see one path leading down and one path leading further into the mountains, but as you look down that path, you see several figures. Fur, clothes, big, almost like wolf cloaks. And you see a massive figure. A hill giant. It appears to be in shackles, as you can see one of the fur cloaked individuals with a whip. And they
Does this
let
hill
out.
giant look familiar?
How many hill giants are there in Barovia? Let's be honest.
Give me a perception check.
Yes, yes.
Oh
All
god,
the
no.
perception checks. I've
Wow,
got a 0 on the
these,
battle, but I'm giving it to you.
These poor guys.
Oh my god.
As you look,
14.
Radovan, you would know
Yeah,
this one.
Radovan,
Well,
you
you might
would.
know him
Radovan,
outside.
you wouldn't know.
Wait, maybe.
I might have.
Nope.
Oh, does Pan
Because
have
no
Yeah.
temperance wouldn't know.
yeah,
So.
I guess there aren't. There's only a few hill giants that live here. As you look in this general direction, you see the kind of plump figure, the cold weather clothing that they seem to have draped over this large individual, not coming near, like even close to fully covering the body. So you can only imagine that this individual is cold. But the thing that immediately strikes your eyes is that this hill giant has a ponytail, longer hair. And after it is whipped, it turns and you can see the feminine features of this individual turn and lash out at the barbarian-looking individuals that have it held
Okay.
captive.
Okay, Honora's gonna start running forward. Hey, stop that!
With the wind and the distance that they are away, it would be very
jogging.
difficult.
Yeah, no, I'm running up to them now.
No, I'm gonna stop you.
I don't think you can stop me, Panton.
I
You
can
try.
stop you. Don't make me turn you into a fucking slug.
Nope. Gonna run up
What do
there.
the rest of you do?
I'm
If
going
she's
to try
running
to
up there, I
Try
mean,
to protect
Anderson's,
Nora.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Anderson's
try to
going up there
restrain
as
them all.
well.
As you're running, they turn kind of into the mountain. This is several hundred feet in front of you. Continuing, the snow is a little thicker, so it's harder to travel. You're moving at about half speed, kind of difficult terrain. And as you're yelling and kind of waving,
Actually, there's how many 100 feet ahead of me are they?
probably about probably around 300, 400 feet, a little past the football field.
Okay. Go ahead.
And as they're turning into the mountain, the last one, wearing some kind of plate like helm with fur kind of jutting out from underneath of it, turns and looks at you holding a spear, and it just holds it out in your direction and can, like, in a basically stop, don't come any closer, and then continues walking.
Yeah, I'm still gonna run.
Oh my god.
If Nora's running, Anderson's running.
If they're running, then I'm gonna stay about 20 feet behind them and off the angle. I am not lining up. I'm afraid of lightning bolts at this point.
Temperance says a little goodbye to the temple and just like casually walks behind everyone. Doesn't matter if a big gap forms. She doesn't care about whatever this giant thing is.
Okay.
I think that's
Spider-Man.
Nezik's wife. I think we have a chance to actually save her. I lost hope after Baba Lysaga, but if it's her, we can save her.
We probably. I mean, we did tell him we would look for her. This
But
is
she's
probably as
right
good a time as
there.
ever is getting to her. So, fuck yeah.
God. Oh no. What is this? That doesn't look like a female hill giant.
They don't have a
I
token
know.
for a female hill giant.
I know.
I almost put it in Photoshop and just put some fucking like some hair on
on
it.
it?
Yeah,
Giant titties.
yeah.
Um,
Let's see.
Okay, so what was the name of the kid and what was the name of the wife? Because I only wrote down Nezik.
Hold on, wait.
Make it.
Wait. Looking at my notes, damn it.
You probably don't have the name of the wife. I know that it was said. Does Ira know?
Asig and Egg.
Ira would know for sure. Yeah, I know Nessig and Agvir.
Oh,
What
good
was the
job.
kid's name?
Good job with the Agvir. Nessig, like Nesig, I think was Nessig. Agvir, Agvir, and then the wife's name was Crema.
Crema.
Crima. Really lovely bikini that you have drawn onto the hill giant.
Thank you, Bria.
What the
That's
fuck?
Bria.
And
That is my dragon
ponytail. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
good work.
She's beautiful.
She's not pretty, but somebody loves her, so we need to save her.
Our summer gray line.
Right.
Oh my god.
As
I love it.
you round this corner of the mountain, you see a relatively dense pocket of trees growing into the side of this patch into the mountains. You also see a walled fort. Logs similar to what the type of defense that you saw in Valaki. Posts seem to be pounded into the ground. These huts, they're just makeshift wood huts with some basically like dried tree branches that have kind of been draped over for any sort of resistance to the wind and the elements outside. Several fires kind of going, and you hear the bleating of goats. Not bleed, but bleating of goats. How do you approach?
I'm gonna be in a bit of a hurry, and I'm just gonna run right up. I'm not gonna
Wait,
even try to be
when we
stealthy
get
as
to the
they saw us.
entrance, Anderson will just put his arm out and say, "Wait, do we just want to go in guns blazing? Do we want to try another approach?"
Well, yeah, we can maybe explain the situation and that she's got a family waiting for her, and maybe they'll just let her go.
Or,
Do you think they're going to let a slave go?
What
I
are
mean,
you all
look, if we
talking
attack
about?
now, we have the element of surprise, but we have to be smart if we attack.
We don't have the element of surprise that the last one saw us before they went in.
I mean, but maybe, but they don't know exactly
I
where
would
we
like
are.
to.
They
I
didn't
mean,
see us.
these people may not understand, and we just have to explain to them that this is a person who's got a family, and
Nora,
maybe we
I'm
can
not
give
sure
them
that's gonna
gold.
work.
Who are you
And if
If
it
that
talking
doesn't
doesn't
about?
work,
work,
we're in a lot of trouble.
I don't. They can't keep her prisoner.
And we're gonna free her, but we need to be smart about this.
But he's right. They already saw us, so we might as well go in peace treaty first.
So
As
that
you
they can all
guys are
regard
peering in, you can see the large form of the hill giant in the back. You can see that they have a relatively small hammer compared to the sheer size of them, and they are driving in the wooden posts in the back of the small barbarian outpost that you see here. You still see that she is chained,
We've got
manacles.
some gold. We can offer them. Maybe that'll be enough.
Just tell me the word.
I don't think
Tell
these
me the
people are offering
word.
gold.
We can try. I don't think just hitting them and saying release the giant is gonna. It's a great idea, I'm not against it if it gets to that, but let's give them a chance to do the right thing.
Well, you're gonna
It
get them.
puts us at a
Standing-
disadvantage, though.
Standing
Not if we can get them
outside,
to group up. You saw what Panton just did.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go.
you start to see a dire wolf kind of prowling towards you. You see it starting to bare its fangs a little bit and a growl coming through.
Oh god damn. Prismatic spray is a 7th
Do we
level
hide
spell.
or do we fight?
Fight? Just a wolf.
Famous
So
last
Anderson's not going
words.
to back down, but he's not going to go for it. He wants to see what this wolf is going to do first.
I'm gonna summon the hawk and have it circle around the camp so we can get a head count.
And if the wolf lunges at us, then I will put a fireball right about. Yaw.
Okay.
Right there. Just so it's out of range of hitting the giant.
Or, so Anthony, he's going to kind of put his arm out and say, "Here, boy, we're not here for you."
It inches another couple feet forward, slowly, kind of creeping down closer to the ground, its teeth, its fangs bearing even further. You can see its tongue kind of pressing in between its teeth and drool just kind of dripping down its fur, and it even kind of gives a reserved snap with a very low bark as a
Does it
warn.
look hungry?
Give me a perception check or a
Who would think
survival
that
check, one
fireball
of the
this
two.
turn? Let Bria have her first.
I'll just.
My
Never
fireballs
mind.
are free.
You can always fireball.
It's hard to tell. You know how territorial animals can be. Looking at the size of it, it doesn't seem malnourished.
Anderson, he's just going to kind of keep his arm out, kind of just trying to calm it down and just saying, "Easy, boy." Easy now.
I'll stay behind Anderson, not like close to him. I'll let him go forward and I won't follow him.
One of the barbarians from the back portion of the camp sees the dire wolf and kind of stands up from the campfire that's lit and walks forward. What is it? What are you doing over there? It kind of comes up and focus solely on the animal, and as it comes up and eventually gets right up behind him, kind of pets on the back and then looks up and traces its eyes out towards the source of this dire wolf's anger and sees you. Who goes there? What do you want?
Look, Anderson will just kind of step forward and say, we noticed you had a hill giant. We're looking to negotiate for her freedom.
I'll step up at this point too.
And you hear a deep belly chuckle. It is a laugh. And the entire camp just kind of looks in this general direction, or at least the ones that you can see in the moment.
I just dropped the fireball.
Even the hill giant in the back turns towards the commotion. Well, unless you plan on driving in every single one of these stakes, I don't think there's anything that you can offer for us.
Everyone wants something. Surely you're no exception.
Free labor? How's that?
How about something realistic?
We've got gold. We can give you some gold.
I don't know if you have any idea the strength of these giants, but they're far exceeding the strength that we have. So unless you've got something that allows us to be as strong as these giants, I'm gonna need this giant to work.
We won't tell you. We won't tell her husband where she's been.
And he just kind of looks around, and you start to see another one encroach over. What seems to be the problem here? These guys seem to think that they can barter for this hill giant. Said that they're
How
going to
about
go tell her
unlimited beer?
husband. You got unlimited ale?
I do.
Prove it.
All right, I'll pull out the alchemy jug. I'll say the magic word, and 4 gallons of beer will just magically appear. Want to try some?
Bring it here.
I'll go ahead. Yep. Bring it up. Do you have something I can pour it in?
Do you move your token all the way within melee range?
I will go to the gate, but I won't get all the way up close. Like,
I'm gonna climb
I
this tree over here, John.
I kind of look like a child. It's fine.
Okay.
In heavy armor.
Make
A
a
little
stealth
girl
check for
with
me.
a lot of beer.
Pass trace is still going.
Okay. The barbarian that seems to be talking to you motions over to the one that had just joined. Go get one of the buckets. He kind of walks off into the distance, goes over by the goat pens, and picks up one of the buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Brings it over, and you can see the metal pail, and as the barbarian's walking back, and you can see from your perched spot into the tree, him dumping up the bucket and drinking the rest of the contents of the milk that was in there, and He just comes to right here and places the bucket onto the ground. What are you waiting for? Fill it up.
I'll look at Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson will just kind of slowly nod, like, go through with it. We'll be here just in case.
Yep. And then I'll go forward and I will fill the bucket.
How many gallons can it produce?
4. So it definitely fills the bucket.
Okay.
And there's more left over. But it's not all that it can do. It can do wine, it can do beer, it can even do like honey. Have you ever had honey?
Can do mayo. Ever had mayo?
Got fresh water. It's a magic item. We found it. I'll trade it for her.
He adjusts his glasses. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't have glasses.
A barbarian with glasses.
He's
Love it.
just excited.
He's the smart one of the group.
The one that's talking motions, steps a little bit closer, kind of cutting in between the dire wolf and you, and nudges the one that brought over the bucket. Drink it. Casually reaches down and picks up the bucket, sips it, and then hands it over to the main spokesperson at this point. Gives a nod. He also takes a sip. Unlimited, you say?
Every day. You can get just refills with the magic word.
What is the magic word?
Beer.
I don't think it says.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if you could come up with something creative in the moment.
No. Make it beer.
Alakazir, make me beer.
Right?
Come on, be creative, Honora.
And he changes subject. What are you doing up here?
We were just passing through, and we saw her, and we recognized her.
Hardly passing through. This is a dead end.
We're heading over to Argynvost after this.
Kind of peers out the gates. Just the 4 of you?
Yeah. My brother and I, our bodyguard, and the girl we found.
The 2 barbarians that you can see closest to you kind of share a knowing glance and a grin. All right. We'll take the alchemy jug. Or we'll take the whatever. We'll take the magic beer jug.
But you have to release the giant. That's the deal. She's got to come with us.
I'm sorry, that's not what I said. You misheard. I said, we'll take it. And he slaps the ass of the wolf, and the wolf just lunges out at you.
Fireball.
And we're gonna go ahead.
He did have a readied action.
You did have a readied action to go off in a certain position.
When the wolf lunged, fireball was still going to go off over here.
Yep. Which will not encompass anything that's currently next to you.
Correct. No, that you're right. But however, the fireball will hit the gladiator, I think that looks like over there.
Yep.
As well as the 2 other big boys over there in the back.
All right, give me a second. Oh, I don't have the initiative out, guys.
Ah.
All right.
Make sure you click on your tokens.
Temperance had a.
God, I am the king of nines today.
Well, I did it
16.
before he got the initiative count up.
Yep.
So.
Radovan had
Stop editing
Still
it.
sleep in the tree, I guess.
5. And initiative.
Can you add +2 to mine, please?
Yes. I do know that you can. Let me.
I couldn't find how to edit it in Beyond.
You have to add a custom skill, and then once you edit the skill, so like in that big long center column, if you go down to the bottom and you click the cogwheel that says Manage Skills, you can add a custom skill. At least that's what Google told me.
Google.
The Googles.
All right. Anderson, Temperance, Honora, Pants, and Radvan all on there. Berserker, Gladiator, Krima. Got it. All right. Descending order. Alrighty. So you have the dexterity saving throw for Fireball. That one fails. That one succeeds for half damage, and then the Gladiator. Let me make sure. Okay, they also pass. So this one takes 17 points of damage. This one takes. The first one failed.
Yes.
Takes 34. This one takes 17.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. I fixed it. We're good now.
Did you? You're good? Awesome. Cool.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. With that, seeing the fireball go and it wasn't going to hit the hill giant, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
But it hit the other 3, didn't it?
It did. I added the damage. Krima is first to react. Seeming to be a smart individual, seeing the opportunity for...
John?
Yes.
Oh, those are dexterity. Sorry. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Shut up.
Okay. Seeing the opportunity for a distraction and potential to flee, you see her rip up one of these posts that she was in the middle of hammering in and just turn to the person that has the chains that are like attached to her manacles and just swings. Makes 2 attacks with the great club, 21 to hit and 25 to hit.
Nice.
Total
Break those chains, girl.
Yo.
42 points of bludgeoning damage as you see this helmed individual in the back, just this massive post, 5 feet long, just swing through and just smack him into the fence that's right next to the building. That will end her turn.
Is there a chance she heard us talking about wanting to free her from where she's at?
There's always a chance.
Maybe. It's possible.
Okay.
She hasn't made an attempt to communicate in your direction.
No.
The Berserker is going to use all of them are going to be using Reckless unless I say otherwise, so they will be rolling with advantage, but you will also
get advantage.
you also get advantage on them, just for the record. It is going to, both of them are going to come up to you with the jug, and they are both going to make attacks with their great axe. First one 16 to hit, I believe misses.
Also misses.
Also
Yo,
misses.
69 though.
69. What?
Your age is showing.
Just-
Of course, I
Anyone
would have
can
made the same
be nice.
joke. It's fine.
it's my immaturity.
Never grow up.
Okay,
Don't plan on
where's
it.
my... I don't know why that made it small. That can't do anything there.
There's a fence in the way.
Yeah, it sure is. He's going to take that opportunity to climb up there.
It'd be really hard to hit me when I'm almost 3 feet tall.
Yeah, it's not gonna make an attack. It is actually going to leap off of that. It's gonna climb up, leap off, and stand right there. It hasn't attacked yet, so it's not gonna be reckless. So this particular one is not going. I'm gonna just put tokens on them for being angry.
You got a token.
Angry boy.
You get a token for being an angry boy.
And these guys'
We're all gonna
speed must be
rage.
ridiculous.
It used
Yeah.
its action and then it's or it used its action to move too. It's only got 30
okay,
feet.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
gonna. Okay. It's gonna get to about right there, and then there, and the gladiator in the back is going to drop the shackles and sprint forward.
Away from the hill giant? No,
Yes. It just got its ass handed to it.
a little bit.
Actually, it is going to get to right here, and it is going to make 2 ranged spear attacks at the hill giant.
You also have an angry boy right here too.
Oh,
So
thank
forgot
you.
about him.
I
You're
did.
welcome.
Perfect. All right. That's Gladiator and Nora. It's your turn.
All right. I'll pull out my hilt. My sword will light up. My turn. Got my shield out, and then I'm gonna attack twice with no, I'm gonna attack once with green flame blade.
Okay. Which one are you
Attack.
making your attack? The one that's directly in
The
front?
one that-
Okay.
Yeah, the one that said that we're keeping the Got a nat 20.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and.
Wreck 'em.
So it doesn't get the 5 against the undead targets unless they're undead. So 9 plus 7. And then 5 to the other guy too.
So 9 plus 5 plus 7.
No. 9 plus 7 for the guy in front of me.
Okay.
And then 5 for the guy next to me.
Okay. Is that
That's not
include?
crit
Does that
damage, though.
it didn't? Doesn't look like it counted the crit.
No, it doesn't.
I think it's for
I can
whatever.
roll it again.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
that.
it only included the. Oh wait, I see what happened. So you rolled twice, and then you took the damage from the non-crit.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because I can't do
Oh,
I see what it is. I'll fix that later. Okay, but it's fine. So I should get another. So I get 2d8.
can you hit the
Um,
Sunsword word and roll the damage for that? The one on the crit damage?
I can, but it'll only do the Sunsword stuff. It won't do the Green Flame Blade.
okay. So
I can just roll 2d8.
let me just
and
add.
then-
Let's just double the damage instead,
Okay,
if that's okay with you. So it'd be
that's fine.
18 for your one hand damage, the radiant,
Radiant.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it doubles the green flame blade damage as well, right?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So it's 18 plus 14 on the initial one. So that's 32. And then 10 arcing off onto the next. Got it. Okay, we're good. What else do you do?
I'll yell out to the giant. We're here to save you. They won't use you any longer. Just head this way.
SOB, I didn't roll the initiative for the
Oh,
wolf. That's okay.
Nezek
right, we're good.
sent us. I'm gonna say that too.
As you say Nessig, the eyes of this hill giant perk up and look towards you. And even through this fierce, like, grit and determination, you see a smile of hope. Temperance, it's your turn.
Yeah, I am doing my blasting.
Alrighty, who are you? Yeah, who are you attacking?
Yeah. I'm going both for this guy.
Okay.
He's closest. Oh wait, I forgot about this
So
guy.
it's with
but I'm going both
advantage.
for this guy.
So 25 to hit.
Oh, I didn't even roll with advantage.
Oh, right. I didn't even
Just
do
crit
the
the first
advantage
one.
part. I get to just keep going.
Okay, roll again.
Just in case you get a crit.
Yep.
It's for fun. That last one should be coming in any second. There it goes.
Okay, so 21 to hit, another 6 points of force damage. Okay, yeah, this eldritch energy just surges out from you and just slams into this this berserker that's kind of not actually flanking, but flanking next to Honora. Do you do anything with your movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of back up a little bit from the guy that's looking like he wants to fight Anderson.
Okay.
And that's all.
Alrighty, Panton, it's now your turn.
I am going to drop a. What the fuck? No, hold on. Wrong one.
Nope.
Not.
That's
not
what
that
it
one.
is.
That's not the one
That's
I
good
wanted,
shot,
and
you
you
gotta
know
do it.
that. You know that. You know that's not the one I want. Where'd it go? There it is. I thumbed the wrong one. So I need everybody besides. So it's going to be the direwolf and the 5 berserkers besides this one. Need to roll wisdom saves.
Very good.
Okay.
Don't forget your wild magic.
Fail.
Failed. Ooh.
Oh, succeed.
I'm going to use my. Wait, which one was that? I have to be able to see
The one that's just to the left of Honora.
I am going to use my bend luck and burn 2 points to roll a d4 to see if he fails.
Oh. I was thinking I had to roll again. So it turns it into a 16, so it...
So he fails.
Okay.
And then the direwolf.
And the direwolf.
Yes. Because I can do up to 6 people or creatures.
Fail.
Everybody slow! Take your time!
That's alright. They didn't have multi-attack anyways.
That's fine.
It is now the dire... do you do anything with your movement?
First, I have to do one always. So I'm good there. And then I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There you go. I'm good. I can tail and run.
Alrighty. This wolf is going to lunge out at you, Honora, and due to pack tactics and having an ally within 5 feet, it is going to bite with advantage. 21 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
You broke the
doesn't
DM.
hit?
Is your AC
Yeah.
21?
It's 22.
No
God
shot.
is broken.
You gave me a magic shield that gave me +4.
Plus 4?
It's 2 plus the normal shield 2. So
Yeah, a shield plus
Oh.
2.
Okay. Gross.
yeah. So my AC is a 22.
Well, I know who I'm not attacking anymore. Just kidding. Anderson, it is now your turn.
All right. Anderson takes off his sunglasses and says, "You know,
It's Morbin
I'd
time.
be lying if I said I wasn't going to enjoy this."
Time.
And he will go wolf mode.
Oh, that dire wolf gets another wisdom saving throw, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Fuck.
oh,
It's no
that's
longer
unfortunate.
slowed.
All right. Anderson's gonna provide some relief for Honora, so he's gonna come up here,
Okay.
not taking the A up, and I'm going to attack Broseph right here.
You're gonna attack me.
Which one are you attacking? The one on the left?
This guy.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll for
With
attack.
advantage because he's reckless.
Yep,
Yep.
he is reckless.
15 to hit.
That does hit.
Yeah, don't
Alright,
forget the -2 because of the.
Because of slow, yeah.
So that's 9 damage on that one, and follow-up attack. I assume a 26 will hit.
Oh, 26 will definitely hit.
Okay.
Yeah, rending
Yep.
it into him, just his flesh just tearing. You can see the muscles that are binding his tricep, holding this great axe, just shearing as he's just screams in pain. Do you do anything else?
Nope, that should do it.
Alrighty, Radovan perched from top of the tree. You saw 2 different berserkers scaling this relatively tall wooden posts. One of them just down and to the right, kind of coming up from the side, and then it appears that a lot of them are still surrounding Honora and Anderson.
Indeed, and we seem to be doing pretty well, I'd say.
I mean,
Seems like it.
yeah, we'll see what happens once the action economy kind of catches up.
Well, yeah, they're getting kind of surrounded, I suppose. I don't have can I not cast that at a higher level? I just realized because I used all my second level slots because I'm such an honorable
You could
person.
cast it at a higher level, even if it doesn't have a cast at higher level option. You don't gain any extra benefits for casting it at a higher level.
Yeah, but who wants to burn a 3rd level spell slot on something with no benefit?
Well, if you
Yeah.
don't have any second
Well,
level spell
it has
slots.
a benefit, but I guess I will, from my up in the tree, I will shoot this one since he's not slowed and he's kind of a threat. Oop, this one.
Okay.
So we'll go into starry form. We'll just do a guiding bolt and follow it up with a shot.
Okay, go ahead and roll for attack.
Oh, forgot to do it at advantage.
Oh my god.
but
Oh
didn't
my
need
god,
to,
we
I
are the
guess.
king of crits
I don't think you
today.
get advantage on that one. He didn't reckless attack.
He didn't
But it's
reckless.
still a nat 20. That's
That's
what
right.
you
It's
just
still
the
a
nat
nat 20,
20.
yeah.
yeah.
Minus
So,
20,
that's a fair amount of
28
damage.
points, and now whoever attacks it next will have advantage.
Which will be me. And
Right now, when I
Okay.
hit it, my bonus action.
Here comes another crit.
where is the
point.
goddamn starry shot action?
Oh, that guy's not slowed either. Shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
That bastard. He resisted.
No, he just wasn't part of the initial groups.
There it is. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, they're right.
22 hits.
Okay. 10 more points.
Jesus! You do more damage with the regular hit than you did the crit.
No, I will get to roll 3 times
Oh.
if I have
Of an
advantage.
accuracy, right?
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
So,
gotcha.
yeah. 10, and then I think I'll just stay up in the tree.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, that used up all your turns. Karima back here in the back searches around, picks up this massive rock and just throws it through the air. And
We all know what that does.
15. That hits for 28 points of bludgeoning damage. And she is going to barrel through the barricade over here and start skirting down the outside. It is now the Berserker's turn. Two of them are going to make reckless attacks at Honora.
No. Oh.
You said 22.
22 hits.
22 hits.
Okay.
That's right.
Actually, sir, I have something for this. Anderson's going to use his reaction and use one of my blood maledicts. I can decrease that to hit by a d6.
Is there a range to it?
Within 30 feet.
Okay, yeah. So decreasing it by a d6 definitely does prevent it from hitting.
4.
Both of these. This halfling, the short little halfling in just this, solid breastplate, shield, fully armored, just dodging and blocking these massive great axes, just swinging wildly. As you're focused on helping Honora, the one from behind you is going to swing its great axe for 19 to hit.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit me.
You're at 22?
I'm at 20.
So he's at 20 also. I'm at 22.
Yep.
He's been at 20 for sessions though. For a long time.
Okay. This berserker is going to sprint down at Panton. Even though
he's not gonna go after the guy that just shot at him 3 times.
He's in a tree.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to scale a tree.
The fucking wall.
And he wants to pick on the child. It's all good.
Oh,
Yeah, picking on children is easy.
shit.
17 to hit.
Shield.
Alrighty.
Oh, I can't. Damn it.
Why not?
I used my reaction to lower the hit against Honora.
Oh, nice.
Or to lower the hit against somebody. It was either
To make it past slow.
Oh, yes, to get past slow.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Wisdom save for 1 passes.
Fuck you.
Fails.
Wait, that's the gladiator. Hold on. You're rolling.
Oh, you are right. Those are gladiators.
I don't know what the modifier is.
It's alright. I'm just gonna roll again.
Pretty wise.
Oh,
2 nat 20s.
whoa!
Ouchie, ouchie.
Okay, so this one is no longer slowed, and this one is no longer slowed.
What
All
the
right.
hell?
I've still got gladiators that need to get out here. I need
Berserkers, yeah.
movement. Okay,
Oh,
Oh, stay
that's
back.
gonna come out there. What's their movement decreased by?
Half.
Half?
Yep, half.
Fuck, it can't make it there. It's gonna make it there. There, and then it's going to wisdom save. It's 8, gotta be 18.
Yeah.
This one is gonna make it all the way out there with 50 feet of movement. It is not slowed and is going to take an attack at Temperance. 14 to hit. Does 14 hit?
No, it doesn't, because I still have my cursed robe on.
Alrighty. Then it is
It's
the
cursed?
gladiator's turn.
I still have my very fancy robe on.
And it is going to throw 2 spears, one at actually it is going to throw a spear or 2 spears at Radovan. It is going to leap on top of this wagon, seeing this beam of radiant energy shooting out from the tree. I'm gonna say, because you are inside the tree, I'm gonna give you a +2 to your AC due to cover.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And 21 to hit.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay, for a total of 20 points of piercing damage. And if you have anything with concentration, you got to roll for that. I don't think you do, though.
I do not.
And it is now Nora's turn. Back to the top of your order.
Okay. So with the Find Familiar spell, it's really touchy in how you can use it. So it can't attack on its turn, but it says, finally, when you cast a spell within a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if you'd cast the spell. Your
Yes.
familiar must be within 100 feet of you, and you must use it. It must use its reaction to deliver the spell when I cast it.
Okay.
Okay. But it's also supposed to have its own initiative. Can it just go on my initiative, and we can just not have a?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to position it here.
Okay.
And then I would like to cast Dragon Breath Acid on and have my familiar shoot.
Does Dragon Breath have a range of touch?
It does.
Really?
It does.
That's wild. Okay. And so
I can post.
No, I believe you. So what's the?
Because you're supposed to put it on yourself, and then. So.
Oh, I see. Very, very creative. I like that. That's cool.
And so it's gonna aim along this route, and it's got a 15-foot cone, so it'll hit the wolf and those 3 berserkers, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Yeah. All right. So dexterity saving throws, huh?
Yeah, and it's an acid.
Alrighty. So the wolf saves.
One of the berserker saves, and they take half damage.
So -4 acid damage. No, that one takes the full. Okay.
It's only 8. So,
That's 8.
as rules as written, that should be my bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
And then my familiar's reaction to do the damage.
Yep.
So I should still get my action.
Yes.
All right, and we're just gonna hit it with the green flame blade again.
Okay. And these 2 that are next to you have you're attacking with advantage on them.
Okay, so I'll hit the same one I hit the first time because he was a cocky and I want to hurt him.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'll just go for him again.
Okay.
And so a 13 was the first roll, and then another nat 20 was the second roll.
Oh shit.
Hold on a
Jesus
second.
Christ. I can't keep track of this shit.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Um. That one is no
Okay,
longer slowed. I
so
forgot
it's
about those. Okay.
11 plus 4 plus 10. What? Okay, so 11 and 4. And then another 5. So 11 plus 9 for the regular damage, radiant and fire. So
Is that
20,
is
30.
is that still? Did that include the crit?
It did. That's why I'm doing the math. So it's
Okay.
11 plus 4 for the green flame blade damage, plus 5 for the green flame blade critical damage.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's-
okay. I got you. Okay.
And then it's 10 plus 4 for the other damage that works off. And I want to hit the dire wolf this time. So 14 to what the dire wolf, and 11 plus 9, so
20.
20.
Okay. The cocky one that was attempting to steal your alchemy jug is extremely hurt. You do
All right.
anything else? That's
That is
everything,
my
right?
turn. I
All
think
right.
that's the movement. That's everything I can do.
Alrighty.
Fun.
Temperance.
Okay, so at this guy in front of me,
Mhm.
I'm going to bestow a curse.
Nice.
Okay. It is wisdom
It
save.
did go, sorry. Yeah.
8. Okay. What curse is it?
It's sign of ill omen. I don't know.
All right.
Do I just
I'll look
pick
at.
the things about it?
Yeah. Hit the display VTT.
Yeah.
There you go.
So. And then
Okay. It has
So-
disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
You
Yeah.
can choose an ability score where it has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws with that ability score. So you can choose that one.
yeah. I'm going to choose I guess Dex.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose Dex for the ability.
Okay. I put a
So they
net
have a
on him.
-2 and disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we forgot the
Then-
-2 on the slowed ones.
The -2 to
Well, that one's not
AC.
slowed, I think.
To saving throws. Or my dragon breath.
Dexterity.
Oh,
Dexterity.
it had a 20, so it still would have been an 18. I think your
With
save was a 14.
Yeah, it's not super crazy high.
Yeah. Okay. Do you do anything else with your turn? So that was that a bonus action or an
So
action? That was an action.
Then as my bonus action, I'm gonna throw on a hex.
Okay, so
That would
you
be
also
just
get to
in case.
deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage.
When
Yep.
you attack.
When it eventually shows up. And then I'm gonna get away from him.
Wait, hold on.
You
You
can
place a
try and
curse on
do
the
a
creature
little-
that you see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to a target.
Yeah, it
Oh,
just
and
kind
you-
of comes with my bestow curse.
And then you can also choose an ability score for him, and it affects disadvantage on ability checks, not saving throws. So you can choose a different ability for him, and then any ability check, then he gets a disadvantage on.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I probably should have swapped Constitution and Dex on that, but that's fine.
You can.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
on
we'll
him.
go Wisdom. We'll go Wisdom checks.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
that. Okay, and then I'm gonna get the fuck away from him.
Okay. He's not slowed, so we will have an attack of opportunity.
But it's disadvantage because I cursed him.
It's technically
right.
even because he's reckless.
There you go.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well,
14.
Yep.
does not hit.
All right. Misses, just swings wildly.
15, baby.
That ends your turn. It is now Panton's turn.
I'm exciting learning opportunity.
Hey, so John,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to help me out with this one because I'm gonna use a ruby to cast Wall of Flame,
Okay.
and I am trying to hit every single person here. So that guy, not this guy, because I will inevitably hit Honora and Anderson. But I want to hit him. I want to hit him, and it's a 60-foot long wall, so it will go from approximately here all the way up to here and kind of like curve around just a little bit, just so every single buddy to the left of Honora and Anderson end up having to make dexterity saves. Oh, I'm dropping slow, by the way. So the line will look something like, let's see, so it's 10 feet away from the wall they are affected. So the line will come kind of like this. And it doesn't say anything about a straight line. That's my only question.
Wall of flame have to be straight. Nope, it doesn't say that it has to be straight.
It says you can also make it into a circle.
Yeah, Jeremy Crawford also said that nope.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I will need everybody but this guy and this guy to make dexterity
And
saving
this guy
throws.
down here.
Oh, that guy's within 10 feet.
No,
That is my
she's talking about the one that's right next to you, I imagine.
That guy will be in 10. Oh, this guy will get hit. Yes. The guy next to me will not.
Alrighty, top to, or we'll go bottom to top. First one, 2 fails. Next one, 21, succeed.
Succeeds.
Fail.
It's still gonna be just half
Fails.
damage after you've wrapped their face a little bit.
And the gladiator.
So
Oh,
one
and the
has
dire
succeeded.
wolf.
Gladiator fails.
And direwolf.
Direwolf.
Okay.
So there you go.
Alright, 27. Minus 27.
You're also ruining all their hard work by burning up their wall.
I am. I'm
Good.
doubly being an asshole. Not only am I destroying their walls, but I'm also hurting them.
Minus, what's half of 27? 13? Yes.
Yes. That is my action. And my bonus action, I will look at Homie right in front of me, and I will do Form of Dread.
Okay.
And give myself 1 die 10 plus 2 temporary hit points. Ooh, 12 hit points.
Okay.
I like that.
Guys, I think we also got ourselves some transportation when we're done. I saw some goats.
12.
I mean,
The halfling's gonna ride some goats.
transportation, food, you know.
I mean, are you gonna
Blood
keep them
baths.
One, why didn't that take?
Like
Right.
Babalo Saga?
Keep your
Oh,
youth.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. So there's that one.
All right, Anderson, Radovan, you're up next. So Anderson first. Panton, you're still doing your thing, right?
Yep. And I'm going to 5, 10. I'll take the yop. He will miss.
He will hit.
Oh, he's doing reckless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Yep,
And
he's got the
slashing.
whatever that little triangle thing is.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm down to 2 temporary hit points. I
And
will roll
is Wall
a
of Fire.
con
Yep.
save.
And then also, did you give me a D20 for your?
Wall of Fire is part of the helm.
Oh,
Right, but what about the
fucking
type
yuck.
Chaos used earlier?
He didn't
I
use
did
tides.
do slow. I did not use tides.
Yeah.
But I did give him a D20 on slow.
Yeah. Okay.
So
10.
Wall of Fire stays up.
Just barely.
Just barely. So 10, 15, 20. Ooh, I am not in a good spot right now. Holy shit. Okay, this is terrible. 25. We'll put baby in the corner, I suppose.
Alrighty, Anderson, it is now your turn.
All right. Bonus action. Anderson's gonna draw some blood from biting on his lip, and I'm going to put fire on my predatory strikes now.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll roll the damage. Sweet, only 1 damage from that. And between this guy and this guy, who's looking more hurt? Is it this one?
The one directly behind you looks pristine.
Okay, so I'm going to attack the more injured one.
Okay.
Now, did he reckless attack, or has he not reckless?
I don't even think that person has attacked yet because they were coming from the back, so he is not reckless yet.
Let's make sure he doesn't. Take my first swing. 13 to hit.
A 13 does hit.
He's no longer
He's not
slowed.
slowed anymore, by the way.
Yes.
A
correct.
13 still hits.
Okay, gotcha. You might want to take the slow icon off of him now.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. So 12 regular, then 4 fire damage, and attack number 2. There we go.
And they will actually never get the opportunity to attack.
Perfect.
John?
Yeah.
I do want to mention the Berserker that rolled a 21 on its ability check. Was that the one affected by... No. Oh, curse. Okay,
No,
never mind. I'm sorry.
This
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's fine. Sorry. Go on.
Nope, you're fine. Yeah.
I just
Let's
reach
check him.
forward and just I cut this guy in just the artery in his throat, and he just goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. The fire kind of caught, like, as it gets that initial spurt of blood as you nick it, the fire immediately cauterizes it. But he collapses to the ground, dead nonetheless.
Yep, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Alrighty, Radovan from the tree, seeing a sea of bodies falling in every direction. What do you do?
I will yell out, "Lay down your arms, you're surrounded." And I will guiding bolt the one down here. Let me roll one more time with that. Okay, so it's, I assume 21 would hit.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, it will.
Or 17.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I will do an archer shot.
Okay. Okay.
Try to get a crit here. No. Okay. But did it roll 4 times? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That one also succumbs to its wounds. Just from the tree, just arrow just sticks him straight into the chest, and it just kind of launches backwards into the snow.
And then I don't want to take more spears from that gladiator guy, so I will drop down from the tree and get in front of Panton here.
Okay. It is Krima's turn. She is going to move FFS 40 feet and hurl a stone. 19 to hit, dealing 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
To him?
No.
Oh.
The one that's kind of blocking her exit. And that will
Wow.
be the end of her turn. Where did my turn order go? There it is. It is the Berserker's turn. They heard Radovan. When do they take damage on the Wall of Flame? At the end of their turn?
At the end of their turns, yes.
At the end of their turn. Gonna move. You gonna Sentinel him?
I'm gonna sentinel him. Yeah,
Still
absolutely.
within your range
That's
if he
such a
moves over
quick
there.
cutoff. He's gonna move. No.
Double check what the wording of sentinel is. Let me go here. Sentinel.
Either way, their intent is to get out of the, like, he tosses his axe
Okay,
and
so
steps away from the fire.
As long as he doesn't get in my range, I can't attack him. So.
Okay, yeah. He steps out of the flame, the wall just still surging
Well, this
forward.
guy wasn't in the wall.
Oh, he was. No, that guy.
No,
wasn't.
he wasn't, but it's still, it's right there. And tosses his axe to the side. That kind of ends the gladiators' turns as they all just drop their weapons, breathing heavily, panting. Obviously, the one that was communicating to you is still alive, but just barely, spitting blood from his mouth. Take the damn hill giant. Leave
Give me
here.
my jug too. Should have had taken the deal, and I'll pick up the jug.
Just continues to back away, and all of
Pick the
them
bucket
I'll let him-
over.
giving you a wide berth.
Anderson's gonna go up to this one right here, and he's gonna grab him by the throat and like pick him up,
Okay.
and just say, "Try this again," and he'll just bring him close to and like flash his teeth. We'll be
Dog
back.
breath.
And I just toss him.
I'll
Okay.
drop the wall of flame as well.
Okay. And as you toss him, he kind of scurries backwards, looking in all of your general directions. The hill giant, Krima, comes closer. You can see two spears broken off as she had snapped them, and the wooden end of the spear still kind of jutting out from kind of her chest shoulder area.
I'm so sorry that they hurt you. Is there anything we can do to help?
Did
Squeaky little voice.
my dear Nessig really send you to find me?
He helped us, and he mentioned that you were missing, and if we saw anything, that we should help. So we saw you, and we came to help.
And you can see tears kind of starting to form in her eyes, her lashes immediately crystallizing as the cold is just freezing them. I haven't seen them in months. I've been up here a slave. I was hunting and they captured me and brought me up here for slave labor. Oh, are they okay? My son, Agvir, is he okay?
I don't know if they're okay without you. Last we heard, they had to move.
I don't have anything to give you.
You don't need to give us anything. We're just happy that you're safe and alive. We thought we came across the dragon or
Your husband
giant
was
skull.
very nice to us. You don't have to repay us.
And we thought it was you. We're so happy that you're still alive. And can I give you some rations, or or some healing? Oh shoot, I don't have any healing. Maybe Radovan would share some healing.
She works up the courage, and you can see her straighten up, and the blood still kind of trailing down her fresh wounds, and she walks over the corpses of the burned berserkers, and walks over to a nearby fire, and you can see kind of above the flame the spit roast of what appears to be several rabbits still cooking. And she just grabs it, burnt by now, and walks back, and you can see her kind of staring down the leader of these barbarians. And she just walks through. I'll be fine for now. I'm gonna take this with me. If you ever find yourself near our cave again, please stop by. I'll make you a nice warm meal.
I mean, we'd love to see Nezik and your son again. They were so generous to us in our time of need earlier. It's only fair that we help when we can.
Be careful if you're going back down. There's a giant rock that patrols the pass. By rock,
That's
I
good to
mean
know.
a bird.
The bird.
Bird.
Yeah, giant bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
coming
yeah.
from the hill
When
giant,
you said
we're
patrols,
not
I was just
exactly
like,
sure.
oh, it clicks.
Yeah.
It's like, a giant rock creature? Oh,
An
no.
animated boulder.
Yeah. And that's where we'll leave off for today's session.